Hi there, this is Taylor the Kinesiologist from Rejuve Medical Fitness. Today I'll be taking you through a 15-minute beginner dynamic flexibility routine. So let's get right into it. We're gonna have 1 foot in front, 1 foot in behind. We're gonna point our elbow forward with the side that's in front, and we're just simply going to exchange side to side, pointing the elbows forward, twisting, keeping the body up tall. As we do this, hips are turning, pivoting on the back foot. Nice and simple. Good. Let's switch sides, other side in front, starting by pointing that elbow in front, rotate through the hips, pivot through the foot, striking that elbow forward. Good, a few more. And excellent. For the next one, we're going to take our arm, we're going to bring it out wide, up high, and low at those 3 different angles. 1, 2, 3, opening through the chest. We're allowed to rotate through the body as well, getting a nice fluid movement. Rotate and open. 1 more in each. Great, other side. Once again, straight across, up at an angle, and low at a lower angle. Allowing the hips to turn and the torso to turn. Great, 1 more of each. Excellent. For the next one, we're going to take our hands, clasp them behind our head to support the neck, and I'd like you to gently lift through the sternum to bring the elbows up. And just holding that end position for a second or 2, releasing. So we're trying to extend through our upper spine, making sure that when you do this, it's just the upper spine that's extending and it's not the lower back as well. Trying to open up through the chest as well. A couple more. Perfect. For the next one, bring your hands out in front. You're going to bring the elbows straight out wide, bring the shoulder blades together, bring the hands back together in front. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shoulder blades are coming together as you do this. Should feel a nice stretch through the chest once again. Couple more. Great, starting from here now, pointing the thumbs to the back wall in this flexing position. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Good. Once again, squeezing the shoulder blades together. As you do this, making sure that the neck muscles are not crunching up, we're not shrugging everything up, just bringing the thumbs straight back. Great. For the next one, take your hands in behind, clasp them, and you're going to lift and open through the chest. Release. Lift, opening through the chest. Good, a couple more. Feeling that nice stretch, making sure that we're not leaning forward as we do this. We keep the body up tall. Great, 1 more time. Perfect. Now we're gonna go into a full arm spiral. So we have the arms starting off with a large circle, getting a little bit smaller again, and into small circles. Good, going the other direction, starting off small, getting larger. Keep making the circle bigger until you get to your full range of motion, reaching up nice and high. And good. For the next one, just simply swinging the arms in behind and up high. 1 and 2. Very good, keeping the body up tall as you do it for now. Good. Now I'd like you to add in a hinge as well. Hinge and lift. 1 and 2, like you're gonna take a big jump. Bringing the hips back, keeping the chest up. Very good, couple more. And good. For the next one, we're gonna be using a chair, countertop, something you can place your hands on. Place the hands on, Gently sitting back through the hips, hinging back, releasing. Sitting back, hinging through the hips, getting a nice stretch through the lats here. Releasing. We're only holding for a few seconds each time. Sitting back through the hips. Getting a nice stretch. 2 more times. Really sitting back through the hips each time. And 1 more, keeping the back flat. Perfect. Awesome. For the next one, be good to have a chair nearby as well. So we're just going to bring our knee out in a crescent shape and then back in together. 1, 2. Opening through the hip and back together. If you'd like to make it a little more challenging for yourself, keeping the leg a little straighter. Good, a few more. And switch. Once again, opening up and closing. Leg can be bent, or the leg can be straight. Keeping your body up tall, keeping nice and balanced. Only lift as high as you feel comfortable with. You could definitely go a little lower with this one as well. 2, 1, release. Moving on, we're going to go to a hip swing, so good to have your hand on something again. We're going to swing the leg forward and back. Getting a nice full range of motion with the hip here. Nice momentum swing. Making sure to keep the body up tall. Now swinging the leg out to the sides. So crossing the midline and then out wide. Very good, couple more. Switching sides, starting with that hip swing, opening up through the hip again. Good, and then out to the side. Awesome, couple more, opening up through the hip. Great. So we're gonna move on to kind of a curtsy move here. So we're gonna have our hands on the hip, we're gonna step in behind and back up. 1, 2, 1, 2. If you want to add in the upper body as well, getting a nice twist. Couple more. Awesome, other side. So you can just do hands on the hips. Only stepping as far as you feel comfortable with. You could definitely hold on to something if you need to as well. Or you could add in the twist with the upper body. Great, 1 more. For the next one, hands can be on the hips again. We're gonna drive the knee up and across. Twisting through the hips, driving the knee up. Just lifting as much as you can through the knees. Good. And now kicking the leg up in behind, opening up through the hips again. So I'll show you a slightly different angle with that one. Keeping the body up tall, kicking the leg up in behind as much as you can. Perfect. And then moving on to opposite arm, opposite leg swings. Swinging up in front, opposite arm, opposite leg, working on the coordination, lifting the leg as much as you can. Perfect, couple more. Good. Then moving on, you're going to stretch out the same arm and the same leg. Nice balanced position. Make sure to hold on to something if you need help with the balance. If not, you could try that as well, using the hand on the leg for help with the balance as well. Keeping the body up tall, keeping the back straight. Good, and switch. This one is same arm, same leg. Working on the balance as well with this. 1 more. Great. Now we're gonna go into a bit of a deeper stance. So pointing the toes out, bending through the knees, rotating through the trunk in a nice large circle. You could also choose to do smaller circles as long as you're keeping the back flat. Great, other way. Awesome. Keeping the back flat, keeping the core tight. One more. You're gonna stop at the bottom here. A couple of different ways you can do this one. You can have the hands on the insides of the thighs, shifting side to side, kind of pushing outwards through the arms. You could go into a little bit of a deeper one to get a nice stretch through the thighs. Or you could be up a little bit taller, similar kind of idea. Great. Next one, you're going to need your chair. We're going to start with the leg fully straight. We're going to lunge forward and release. Lunge forward and release. Checking that when you do this, the leg is straight so that by the time the leg bends, there should be a nice straight line from the knee down to the ankle. And just going in and out of that position. Good, two more. And switch. So starting in this nice split stance, lunging forward, releasing. So we are doing this to get a nice stretch through the hip flexor on the opposite side. Dynamically opening up the hip flexors. Good, couple more, doing good. Perfect, moving on. So you can use a chair again if you need for this one. We're going to do a calf raise, and then we're gonna come back on our heels. Up high, balancing on our heels. Definitely a good idea to hold on to something as you do this. Perfect. So you should feel a nice stretch through the front there and the back there as you alternate between them. Good, a couple more. Great, moving on to the next one. You can use a chair once again if you need it. You're gonna have your heel up. You're going to hinge forward until you feel a nice stretch through the hamstring, and then release. Hinge forward, release. Feeling that nice stretch through the hamstring every time. Keeping the body straight. Let's switch sides. Leaning forward. Doing good. Feeling that nice stretch once again through the hamstring. And good. Let's go through the last stretch here. So we're going to step one leg in behind, and we're going to reach over, pushing the hip out wide, and then releasing. Reach, release, reach. Keep pushing the hip out to the side. One more. And good, we're gonna switch sides. So stepping one foot in front, one foot in behind, leaning and reaching to the side. Going in and out of that stretch. Should feel a nice stretch along the side of the body, especially through the hip. Great, couple more. Last one. And release. Thank you for joining me through that routine. I hope you enjoyed it, and it was great to have you along. Hope to see you in the next video very soon.